Hey, what's happening? It's Derek from Brasil Living. I just wanted to jump on here really quickly and say thank you to everyone who's been supporting the channel, viewing the shorts and viewing the videos, my beach walking videos. We've got a lot more that I want to create for this particular channel. We've got some great events coming up. We have Réveillon, which is our New Year's celebration here in Copacabana. If you haven't seen that, that's something that you really gotta get out here and see. It's a wonderful celebration and a great way for you to get really introduced to the karaoke culture, to the Rio culture, and the culture of Brazil. After that, very shortly at the end of January and in February, we begin our carnival celebrations. And so that's always a fun time. So my goal at my old age is to get out there and be amongst the people and go to the block parties and maybe go to the Sambodromo for the show. I've been before. It's not my favorite thing, but maybe it's something that you guys need to see. So maybe I'll buy a ticket and go out there and take some video and capture the ceremonies out there one night too. So this season that's coming up is really, really, really fun. It's a time that if you haven't been in Rio during that time, you just won't understand. And so those of you that will be staying long term, I think it's a great opportunity for you to come in and really get immersed and really check out all that at least Rio has to offer. Now, Rio isn't the only city here in Brazil. I've spent time in Sao Paulo and other small cities in Sao Paulo State, Ilhabela, São Sebastião, Barra Bonita, Mogi das Cruzes. There's lots of little cities and places that you can visit. Beautiful places like Ubatuba, beautiful beaches, and just laid back lifestyle. Those things are wonderful. So hopefully I will be able to get to some of those places too and grab some video and some footage and add that to the channel as well. Another thing that we've added to the channel just starting this week is some Portuguese language learning. So we're going to give you like a 60-second snippet of a word, and we're going to build your vocabulary that way. So I know a lot of you guys and girls are wanting to learn Portuguese, or maybe you're a little bit afraid to learn Portuguese. My Portuguese is not fluent, but I'm immersed in it every single day, and I teach English as well here. So I have to be able to converse, and I have to be able to communicate with individuals for the things that I want and to help them as well. So I want to start teaching you guys some Portuguese, just some basic Portuguese, because when you come here and it's your first time, you're going to be really introduced to the fact that everybody on earth doesn't speak English. And most of them don't have any English skills, or even if they have some English words, they're not very comfortable speaking in English. So you're going to have to learn to navigate a little bit and learn little bit of the language, and it will open so many doors for you, especially if you want to live here on a full-time basis or a part-time basis. You want to spend a lot of time here in Brazil. You really need to have some language and the foundation. And I'm telling you, even though it's very difficult in the beginning, you're going to be able to progress in the language to a point where some people are going to be speaking to you one day and it'll just click for you. I had that experience when I came here 2014. I was actually in Ilhabela and just running down the beach or whatever. I used to do my jogs a couple times a week on the beach. And I stopped and I was talking to a family one day and they were just hanging out on the beach or whatever. And I ended up talking to them and I realized, wow, I just had conversation with them for like 30 minutes and we were able to converse. It didn't feel forced. It didn't feel like I didn't understand, and they were understanding me apparently, or at least what I was speaking to them, they were getting my point. So I had that revelation. I went home and I was really excited about it. I was like, wow, like, okay, I can do this. And so what we want to start building for you is a foundation of words. And once you have that foundation of words and you kind of learn some of the little tips and tricks that I'm going to be able to give you, you're going to be all right. You're going to be cool. Nothing is going to be too hard for you to do. There's lots of conjugations. There's lots of words and phrases and things that you'll need. So I'm going to give you combinations of words and phrases, things that you can use in a restaurant, things that you can do just on the street, or if you're in a shop buying something, or, all of those types of things are going to be really important for you. So I hope that you guys enjoy the channel. I did want to mention that my book, The Brasil Experience, has finally been published on Amazon. I did have it on podia.com, but that site's going to go away pretty soon. So I'm going to be selling the book through Amazon, maybe through my own website if I can figure that out now that Podia is going away. And so it's on Amazon. We have a Kindle version, we have the paperback version, and we also have the hardcover version, which I finished yesterday, and that I got the email said it's published this morning, so you can actually go on Amazon and get it. I don't even know profit-wise what it might be for me, but I tried to price it in a place where it's like it covers the cost of the book, because they tell you how much it costs to actually create it. And then, they give you maybe a percentage of whatever's on top of that. So it's not about profit for me in this particular situation. This is more for me to give information that's going to be pertinent towards to your visit here to Brazil. It's going to be very important that you have great information. So that's what my goal is, to provide you with that information. So this is the cover of the book here when you see it. This is the Brasil Living logo that you'll see on my YouTube and on my Instagram. If you don't subscribe to the Instagram, follow me there. If you're not subscribed here on the YouTube, subscribe on the YouTube. Give me the encouragement to keep going out and putting out these videos. I mean, I'm going to do it anyway, but encourage me. Let's get to the point where maybe the site gets monetized. Maybe the YouTube gets monetized, and then you guys, are getting great information. I'm able to subsist a little bit from it, and then I can take that money and flip that into traveling into other places, traveling into Sao Paulo, traveling into Minas Gerais or Belo Horizonte and all these other places. And I can actually go to these places and I can show you where to go, where to stay, where to eat. So when you get there, you feel familiar with the location. And you're not going there blindly. I know I see a lot of guys here that look like they're just lost. I see them on the street. I ran into some the other day, and they're just kind of standing on the street and they look lost. And a lot of them are only familiar with maybe Copacabana. Maybe they haven't been to Pedro de Sol. Maybe they haven't been to Marajoara, or some of the other places that are a little more out of the way. There's lots of things that happen here in Brazil too. Like yesterday, some of the criminal element here sequestered 7 buses, and they blocked off the streets and a bunch of streets in this particular area. And my friend actually lives out there. She left to go to the doctor and take care of some other business, and then she returned back to her neighborhood, and she couldn't even get in. At 10 o'clock at night, 10:30 at night, she's still trying to get into her neighborhood. She can't go home because they've blocked off all transportation into the area because there's fighting between the police and so this is a little bit outside of maybe even Baja, kind of in that area, but outside of that. So there's lots of little things that you might need to know about. So that's why you want to stay connected to the channel. So I've been going on here about almost 10 minutes now. I know you don't want to see my face all day long. So all I'm going to ask is, hey, support the book if you can. I would definitely appreciate it, love it. Give me feedback on what's in it. If you need a consultation, we have the ability to do consultations with you as well. If you have specific questions, or you're coming here and you have specific questions about specific things, we can try to get you that information. So once again, this is Derek with Brasil Living. This is kind of a faceless channel, but now my face is on it, so you might see me a little bit more. All right. Everybody have a wonderful day, and we'll talk to you soon. Be safe.